Well, good morning. That was a sight to see whenever we wake up in the morning, look out the window, and have a nice sunrise coming up over the water of the lake. Andrea saw that. It's like, oh, you gotta go get that. So it was nice to wake up to that. So got an early start to the day. We're going to be going up to Stone Mountain like I talked about last night. So right now, Andrea's inside of Lowe's Food and picking us up a couple things for a picnic lunch. And Cora's in the back growling at people walking around for some reason. But it should be a fun day, and we're about to get started on it. Nice scenery coming in here. You can even see some houses way up on the top. And we are arriving at Stone Mountain State Park. Well, we made it to the lower parking lot and the trailhead for the path that actually heads up to the peak of Stone Mountain. But as you've seen in the other videos, I like history, and I mean, there's even some more historical stuff here. We've seen them before, but I gotta show it again. Wow, it's a payphone. All right, here's a look at the Stone Mountain State Park hiking trail map. Our plan is to go back down to Upper Trailhead parking, down to Stone Mountain Falls, over to Middle Falls, and down to Lower Falls, and then work our way back. And depending on how the babies are doing is whether or not we're going to go ahead and do the Stone Mountain Loop up to where it's closed to the summit. It is considered a strenuous trail, so we're not sure if we're going to do it, and it's going to be all just depending on how we feel and how they feel. Here at the Stone Mountain Visitor Center, there is RV parking right along both sides of the road up. And there's actually a campground here that we got a map too. I'm kind of curious to see what it's like. Definitely if I'm coming in the way that we came in, which was probably half of it gravel roads and really windy, I don't know if I want to bring the tab that way, so might want to see what's the other way. Start of the trail. Really random to see on the trail a chimney. Don't know if there used to be a house here, if this was just a little outdoor area, but it's kind of really weird. But it was a fireplace. Really weird, but very cool. But this is also where we change to go to, well, you can't really see the sign, but it says Stone Mountain Falls, so that's where we're heading now. So far, I'm pretty impressed by Stone Mountain. The trails are kind of like carved into the mountain, so you got to get really good footing. Everything's cleared out really well, and the restroom facilities right at the trailhead was really nice. So, kind of, not kind of impressed. I'm really impressed so far. Well, that's a little unsettling. Stone Mountain Falls. I think we'll get a better look of it once we get to the bottom. And now the trail continues down all of those steps. But you gotta remember, eventually we gotta come back up all of those steps. Plus all of those. It's not the most flattering view, but first falls down. 2 more to go. All the way into right behind me. Pretty neat falls. I'm liking this trail and I'm liking the state park so far. Looks like these two are doing pretty good. Oh, at least this trail has evened off for a little bit, because we know that going back there's going to be a ton of uphill steps to come. On to Middle Falls. That way. Middle Falls isn't that big, but it's a nice relaxing area to just take a little break, walk around in it if you want to, but it is very slippery because I've almost busted my butt 3 times at least. So this little bit of a creek is Lower Falls. Not too exciting, but now that we've hiked this area, it's time to head back. Alright, hopefully this is working and recording. On this trail that we were just on, this one right here, coming back from Lower Falls, was crossing one of the creeks and my phone decided it needed a bath. So it took a dive. That's this phone that I'm recording on right now. So hopefully this is recording and I'm not gonna lose my phone, so. But we're roughly about 2.5 miles completed. We have roughly 1 more mile to go. Take a little rest, make sure everybody's good to go. Then we're going to keep going up all those steps we came down the first time, so wish us luck. While we were in Paris a couple years ago, we taught ourselves this song going through the streets, subways, and everything else in Paris. And that song goes, steps, 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 I love steps, 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 steps. Give me more steps. Not really, that's just to get us by. First part of the steps are complete. Now we got a ton more left. So, we're out of shape, we're resting. Then we'll keep on going. Man, I hate steps. All right, we're nearing the end of our trek for the day. We're tired, we're wet, and we're thirsty. So it'll be nice to get back to the truck where we got a picnic lunch and bottles of water waiting on us. Time for lunch. We have some brie, raspberries, grapes, some trail mix, and bagel crisp to go with everything, and of course water, because we definitely need the water after that hike. Alright, as you can see, we're not at Stone Mountain anymore. We are actually just off the Blue Ridge Parkway. This was our next journey for the day. We're starting at the Blue Ridge Music Center, which is just in Virginia. Our plan is over the next few months to travel down the Blue Ridge Parkway from start to finish throughout North Carolina, picking up our stamps, which I just got our first one while I went in here. Pick up the stamps for the Blue Ridge Parkway in North Carolina while we branch out to other areas. So first stop, this place was great. The people were very helpful, and if you're here between noon and 5 o'clock every day, you might be able to hear it. Bluegrass music every day they play. So gates close at 5 o'clock, so there's also a couple trails here if you want to come by here and check it out. So like I said, here we are at the Blue Ridge Parkway Music Center in Virginia, and we're going to start working our way back down. Now that is a cool bridge, and you see stuff like that all over the parkway. Alright, and now we have it. We are in Virginia. We're in Virginia. We're in Virginia. We're in Virginia. We're in North Carolina. This is just down from one of the overlooks. It's a little bit overgrown there where you don't have as clear of a view, but you can see things like this all over the parkway. It's just nice to look at, and those clouds, I mean, they're just picturesque too. If a view like that doesn't make you want to come to the mountains, I don't know what will. The Blue Ridge Parkway is a very scenic drive to do, but probably most people do it in fall when the leaves are changing, and it makes for a great drive. But even now, I mean, yes, it's mostly greenery. You still have the wildflowers, everything popping up, give you the blast of color and sights to see. And here's another little bonus for this. It's August, first week of August. Usually the hottest part of the year. It's 79 degrees, so this is nice. Alright, just right of that dead tree, you see a mountain back there with like a stone top above it. Well, that is Stone Mountain. That's where we were just hiking earlier today. So we're at a scenic overlook here on the parkway, and it's overlooking Stone Mountain. And it's got a great picnic spot looking that way. We just made a quick stop at Dalton Park, which is right here. There's a picnic area right across the street, and about 2 miles back there's actually a campground. Stopped for the cancellation stamp, which this guy messed it up a little bit. I put it on upside down, but then also I think I broke their table, so it might be a fair trade. So we keep on going down the parkway. Andrew's actually outside taking a few photos, but not sure where we're going to stop next, but it's going to be somewhere else to get another stamp. We'll angle it this way. Made a quick stop at the Northwest Trading Post to see if they had a cancellation stamp, but they didn't. But I did find that they had homemade salted caramel cookies and a homemade oatmeal raisin cookie, so I had to get both of those. So nice little stop. Is like a little country store. Lots of choices. Make fresh subs and any kind of information you need for the Blue Ridge Parkway, you can get here also. Alright, this is a public service announcement. If you come to the Blue Ridge Parkway, make sure to stop by the Northwest Trading Post and get the cookies. They're amazing. That is all. Way out there, you can see that someone is out there hang gliding over the area. It's actually pretty neat, and Andrea just happened to catch it a little ways back, and we just now found a place where we can actually see them. But of course, right in front of us, plenty of rainy clouds, so we figured that we're about to get rained on. I'm at the Moses H. Cone Memorial Park. This is his house that he donated, and front porch. Looking out over that. Now that'd be awesome to wake up, just walk on your porch and have that as your front porch view. We have been so busy, I forgot to film anything for the last little bit. But we're finally back here at the campsite. We were gone roughly 10.5 hours today, so it's been a busy, long day. So I just got back here. I just set up the tent to keep me dry because there is a storm coming through. So we're going to use the grill tonight to make some cornbread, and Andrea's inside. Don't know if you can see her through the window. Oh, you can see a little bit of her right there. But she's in there cutting up everything to make a vegetarian chili. So tonight is chili and cornbread. So trying to whip that up before the storm gets here too bad, and basically relax for the rest of the night. We are tired, wet, and it's been a long day, but we've had a lot of fun, especially driving the Blue Ridge Parkway and seeing everything that we did. So it's definitely a day worth remembering. So tomorrow, let's see here, we got Elk Knob we're going to swing in by, going to swing into New River, and we're going hiking at Mount Jefferson, which we actually saw today from the Blue Ridge Parkway. So that's all in store for tomorrow. So guess can't wait to see how good the trails are tomorrow. So like I said, dinner tonight is vegetarian chili and cornbread. Time to eat. Well, good afternoon. Since we're not hiking right now like I told you was planning on being, and the fact that you can tell we're actually home. We had a lot of things happen since the last time I did an update. Last night when I finished up, we actually started checking the dogs for ticks and everything, and Ari's paw wasn't really, she was very tender footed. So we was like, okay, we'll let her rest for the night. Woke up this morning and her paw was even worse. So I called our vet, and she told me, he's like, just to be safe, take her to a local vet and get her foot checked out, x-ray, make sure there's no toes broken. Well, due to some past history, I don't trust many vets. So Andrew and myself made the decision, pack everything up, come on home, because we knew that we couldn't do the hiking without Aria. So we came on home, went to the vet, and she ended up having a bite on her toes. So she's got a ton of antibiotics. We got her home, got her resting. So now we're getting the camper cleaned up. So basically, I'm sorry there's no hiking today from Mount Jefferson, but I do at least have one thing to show you. Alright, like I talked about yesterday, this is our passport to the national parks. And this is your national park stamp series. Each year they put out a new set of stamps. So this page will be going inside of our book, but since this is the year we're starting it, which is our 2017, so actually the first one for the national stamp is Denali, which is somewhere where we always want to go to. And since we're in the southeast, let's see here, Guilford Courthouse National Military Park, which is not too far away from us, so that's definitely somewhere we'll be checking out in the future. So we're going to be adding these stamps to our passport, and if you go check out the national parks, this is what you got to look forward to if you spend the $10 to actually get the passport and the $4.99 to get the stamps.